You are caught between two opinions, and you're not choosing a side. Don't you hear the charge that God is telling you to choose? Whose team you gonna be on? Esther had the same option. Either you can choose to sit in the king's house and be quiet. You can sit back there and act like you don't want to say nothing, knowing that there's a charge down in your belly, knowing that God told you you got to do something. You can act like you don't want to do it if you don't want to, but I'm here to let you know that God has said, I am charging you to do what I told you to do. And it's your decision on what you're going to do. You got to choose. Touch your neighbor and say, choose. There's a word in this house today. Somebody is sitting here, still don't know what they want. They still haven't decided what team they want to be on. Somebody in here is sitting on the fence and you haven't decided who you're going to make your God. But I'm here to let you know that if you don't decide, He will decide for you. I wish I had some help, but that's okay. I'm going to prove it in just a moment. Y'all switching my mode, but I hear the Lord. Revelations chapter 3, it says something that's very important. If you don't want to make a decision on who you want to decide to choose, God said, I'm going to make a decision for you. Look at your neighbor and say, God will decide. If you can't decide, God said He will decide. If you don't want to decide, well, Lydia, how is He going to decide?